Welcome back, everybody. It's time for Rika Furude Simulator 24, aka the Daily Nipah. You can get it yourself up here at socksmakepeoplesexy.itch.io. You know the place. I'd love to see a Rika number. Speaking of, we are only 400 fates away now from hitting 10,000 fates here. So let's let Rika take it away. There we go. Will we get a fate worthy of fate today? I would just like to put it on the record that I have daily Nipah'd 4 times the amount that Kraken took to get their miracle roll at this point. Which is actually pretty incredible for them. And amusing for us. Yesterday was a pretty nice stream. Had a lot of fun with Sly Marble running around being basically an action hero in XCOM, which is seriously some of the most wonky fun stuff I've done. Ooh, it looks like it's a lot there. The first stream and not knowing about Rika, I had figured that the blood splash was yours and not hers. Oh, hey, we got our first straight. I think Polly showed up somewhere. But it's been absolutely hilarious running around with Sly Marbo, slashing everything, using a heavy stubber to mow down the enemies. I thought that was another straight for a second. Polly entered the chat. Yeah. But a little little. Blam. Oh, I thought that was something there for a second. Something caught me off guard there. But after the Nipah today, we are going to continue UFO 50. I'd like to get Fistel's Cherry over with, to be entirely honest, so we might go into that one first. But I was also thinking about speedrunning some other games. The first Campanella seems like it's very, very speedrunnable, and you know how I am about that shit. What other interesting is that the result frame is different than the N1 frame. Yeah. I don't quite understand how I got a 0.001 time difference between the two, but it's so silly. Oh. 2 3 of a kinds. Nope, no 4 house. Just a silly full house. An extra die. You know, I could see this. You remember the old Yahtzee packaging in that big old square box with the red top on it? Let's see, is now a common tradition to shout Nipah when rolling the dice. I was just gonna say that. Can you imagine the Rika Frude's Nipazzi edition coming in like a red box, but it's her blood instead, but she's still on the cover, of course, because she has to be on the cover. And it's basically a better version of Yahtzee, of course. Because you get one more die, so you get a lot more stuff. And if you do manage to roll all sixes, you win. But every other roll, you have to mark off that you failed. I like this game. Yeah, better by one die, better by one death. You don't see anybody exploding to death in actual Yahtzee. Yeah. Where's the excitement? Parker Brothers or whoever the fuck owns Yahtzee. Also, billion, maybe even $1 trillion idea. Obviously, can Yahtzee make Nipazzi a thing? About exploding kittens a moment ago, but I totally agree. We need an exploding Nipah card deck. Yes, agreed. It couldn't be the cards that explode. You'd have to put the cards into something and then roll the dice. And if the dice don't come up all sixes, they just blow up anyways. Maybe you can tie it to like a real stick of dynamite or something. They get pricey and dangerous, but real's a factor. Maybe also use a firecracker if you want to scale it down slightly. Or like a double barrel shotgun or something. Just something that could take care of the card, you know. Do, 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 do. Two, two, three, 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 four. What you wanna do for sure? Oh yeah, that RoboCop. Oh, there's a 4-house. That RoboCop Rogue City actually looked pretty cool. I just remembered that game existed. Sticking a stick dynamite to it might as well change the Russian roulette routine to Nipah roulette. But then if we played Nipah roulette like that, we could never hit the front page because all contestants would have received the non-magic fate by True. If you don't stock up on thousands of sticks of dynamite and Rika cards. So you need the Rika cards as well. That's part of the process. Do 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 do. Wow, wow. Ow. Not quite. But yeah, Fist held for later. Probably Campanella too as well. Now that we've gotten a day of I guess it was a few days ago now, but I'm sure it won't be too bad. I played like a little bit last night, not too much. I was a little too tired at that point. Rika Faru day day day. I have no mouth, but I must Nipah. The slime marble fate? Is that when you roll 7 6s on 6 dice? Slime marble comes in and rescues Rika. I've also already outlined a Catachan challenge afterwards now. That we just use the slime marble beginning until we get Catachans unlocked, and then we have to use Catachans in the run instead. It'll just be like a Catachan only run. Slime marble, of course, gets their personal drop pod and such. But after we actually pick up other Catachans, we can't use slime marble unless it's base defense. Or we run out of Catachans, in which case we have to use Catachans again. AKA, slime marble only comes out when needed. The Catachans run the thing. Kitten Guardsmen because they're... Got a chance. You motherfucker, Busher. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Nipah, 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 Nipah. I mean, if you want to go that route, we could just go abhuman and get felonids right away. Nipah, Nipah. Abhuman Catachans. The all cat run. We would need a legendary felonid to lead the way of the felonids in that case. Sly Meowbo, I mean. Sly Meowbo. Oh no, don't do this. Sly Meowbo, just give him cat ears. There was a all-cat run for X-Pirates, so why not transfer this idea to Rosigma? Yeah, if X-Pirates wasn't such a specific kind of edge, I would be pretty happy with playing it. Sly Meowbo. Oh, that's a 4 house. Oh, just scream ah everywhere you go. Ow. 1, 2, nope. Wait. Yeah, okay, no 4. Or 3. Need to scratch the eyes out of the Chaos Champions. Their power armor is some good shit. I think it's 9 time units to swing with it. They're still the biggest glass cannons ever. They get looked at, they get deleted, but their melee and those final outfits are actually pretty good. They got the little plasma claws at the end of it. It's great. So Terminators are just powered kitten claws, yep. Yeah, I bet they could claw through some endgame enemies with those things. Especially in mass. You have like half jump crew, half power clawed, felinids, and then you just scratch them as they come up. Oh my. I'm looking forward to a lot of the new, auto guns as well. Very Katachan like. Like, I wanted to use the auto gun, but honestly, in Sly Marbo's hands, either the Ripper shotgun or the Heavy Stubber end up being better in certain situations. Especially the Ripper shotgun, since it raises its accuracy on strength, and Sly Marbo has so much unreal strength that you have just accuracy from across the map with it. But that's only for one shot from it, so it's not that powerful from far away. You could still use the Heavy Stubber. Like, the non-handheld Heavy Stubber is really accurate. I do like that aspect of it. Well, in Sly's hands, it's stupid accurate, of course. The strength is indeed over 9,000 with a power fist. So you can do all of 27,000 damage. So honestly, at the end, Sly might just want to punch their way into the final room. 90 ogres. 190 or 90 100 strength ogrins, that's right, and one with one extra strength. It's over 9,000. Let's see, daily Neepster here. What are we at? Oh wow, all right, 95 more fates. Fateses. We get to 10k tomorrow if we don't get the fate here, which is looking rather unlikely that we get the fate here. Five-digit fates, that's true. Fate, 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 fate. That's a handful of fates. It's like Rika. Well, remember, I don't think she ever gets above the age of, like, I don't know, whatever her age is in the show. I've never watched the show. And she's also stuck in 83, so you don't get your fancy computer. Or any phone service or anything like that. The internet's not really around yet. However, the Famicom is out, so you could be enjoying some early Famicom games. Conrad Zeus was around. Well, there you go. What more do you need? It's fate. Absolute fate. Oh, okay, that is a straight. I was about to hit it and I was like, wait a minute, as I'm applying Blistex. That's not right. Nipah. Also, the C64 is presented to the public in '82. Oh, true, true. There could be a few C64 games out there that you could enjoy as well. It's such a weird idea, but like, if you got transported another fucking straight, we're gonna pull this one out. It's been a while. All right, Rika, enough of your nonsense. He probably wants to create a C64 edition just so he can run it back in time. What was I gonna say? I done forgot. Oh yeah, what if like you go back in time, you take your phone and a charger, right? There's no internet, but you still have your phone. I'd be curious on honestly, just the look on people's faces would be priceless. Because like in the '80s, we had decent, some decent technology coming up. But then you have somebody who brings in like a handheld computer. And it would blow your fucking mind. Especially a handheld computer that's the size of this tiny thing. Released in '03. 21 years ago. I was released in '84, which is 40 years ago. And I grew up on NES. It was nice. It was really nice. We also got a Genesis. Oh my god, the straights today are insane. Also got a Sega and a SNES all when it started to come out. We were pretty gaming. Bam. Next to Amiga was Genesis with Sonic. Nice, nice. I think we were just a gaming peoples. We had the NES. All 6 Mega Mans at one point. We had the Genesis. We had the SNES. I played the absolute butt ton out of the SNES. We did get a Sega CD. And a Sega Saturn. We got a lot of the CD-based systems that they can. We also got a PlayStation and 64 after that. Yeah, 64 we played so ungodly much multiplayer on that. It's kind of wild. And the PlayStation, I mean, Final Fantasy VII and Metal Gear Solid, 2 of my favorite games, were on that system. Like it was a good time for consoles. Yeah, we were pretty heavy into the consoles back in the day. I reverted to PC like a lot later in life because it's just so much easier. But and like they're still doing console wars now, which is like it's kind of move on from that kind of shit. Like, why are we still having console wars? You're both just CD systems now. Like, you're not doing anything special or different. Oh my goodness. Another close Nipah, another one for the first time in a while. Like, you're not doing anything different. You're just having exclusive titles on each system now. And I'm just like, yeah. You know, Flatcap, that she still needs to turn off her stream. Oh, hey, Flatcap, turn off your stream, please. Thank you so much for that raid, Flatcap. But, girl, you gotta turn your stream off. if they're around here. I hope that gets to them. Poncho, thank you for letting me know. And hello, Poncho. Yeah, like, consoles became kind of pointless when everything became CDs. Like, I had a PlayStation, I had a PS2, and that was probably the last system I really got into. The PS2 had a lot of really good games. I played the PS2 maybe the most out of any system I've had. I roughly played the PS2 almost exclusively from like 2001 to 2010. It was a long time of playing the PS2. It had Guitar Hero on it, which I loved. You could backwards compatible other PlayStation games. That's when I got heavily into Madden for many years. Let's see. There's tons of good RPGs on there. Final Fantasy X. Oh, that's a 4 house. Oopsie. But Flat Cap, if you know, I'm still gonna say, hey, turn your stream off. It had Shadow of the Colossus, which was like awe-inspiring when I first played that game. I really liked that one. It was such a unique game experience at the time. Like, I'd never really thought the idea of, like, every game is basically fight a million enemies into a boss or accomplish this task into a boss. That game was almost solely just about finding, like, searching these gorgeous old ancient runes, and then you come up against boss fights in such an interesting and fun way. And, like, the scale of it, the size of the enemies were so interesting. Really a fun title. I liked Shadow of the Colossus quite a bit. Shoot, what else did I play on the PS2? Just everything. I played so much PS2. But after that, it started to just go to computers. One, I was getting out of high school, and my brain can't actually do anything that society offers, so I was kind of stuck. So I started getting on the computer and exploring the internets and getting used to computers more and more. And, you know, at this point, computers are such a big part of everybody's daily life, essentially. And that's connected to the internet. Of course, not everybody has a computer or is connected to it, but it's a much, much, much larger part of our life and society these days. And when you can just get all the good shit in one spot, and you don't have to switch systems or change everything, like, we've come past the idea of console wars. Much like a lot of people can't seem to get past the idea that we've grown past a few things in society, console wars is one of them that can go. It was a fun thing back then when it was more of a specific company, and like there was more specific designs for each system, and they were trying to experiment with new things. But now it's just we have all the information, you know. It's just about which system can run each game is better. They're just computers now. Like they're not simply just cartridge running based. Like they're not specific game systems anymore. They're just computers. They're just variants of computers, and like we just need to not like bother with that as much. That's why I'm just like, I got a PC. I don't really need all these consoles or anything. The only thing I'd really like to play, and this is more of just like a very, very niche enjoyment of mine is like maybe some of the specific sports titles can come onto the Computron, because sometimes I like to relax and play those for a little bit. Or just exclusive titles in general could just come onto like PC, so I don't have to buy the fucking system just to experience that, because it's not worth it. Like, why? There's no system at this point that I find worth purchasing for any kind of game. There's, like, the gaming market in itself is so full of fun and interesting games that I don't need to, like, lean on stuff like that. Right, oh, 84. We got 16 more fates to date. Can Rika get anything of a Nipah? It's been a while since we even got a single Nipah. We've been close several times, but Rika has not wanted to come out. And then again, that's okay. We all have tough days. We all have tough times. Just take it one day at a time. But that's just my 2 cents in the whole console thing these days. It just feels old and outdated like a lot of the shit we do, you know? Daylight savings time, very, very unnecessary. Console wars isn't anything anymore. Like, there's not enough consoles doing different things to really warrant that kind of thing anymore. Exclusives are sucky because a lot of people get left out of being able to play them just because they don't have 600 to fork over for another gaming system, which is just another computer update. It's just like, just put it on PC, let us have it, move on. I think that's all that we really need to do. A flat cap, if you'd be so kind to end your stream. I don't want you to get anything happen to you. I know it's still going. I'm gonna keep reminding you a little bit here and there. Hopefully you can come back and hear it or whatnot, and you can close your stream. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate that. This last roll's for you. For a flat cap, Rika. Hey, 3 6s. That's better than 99% of our rolls. I'll take that. Alright, well, we got here another 200 fates. Another 200 no Nipahs. Cap turned the stream off. Thank you, Poncho. Appreciate that. And thank you again for that raid of flat cap. I appreciate that as well. Maybe a double click. Yeah. Done that. So yeah, that's it's understandable. It happens. But we are 200 fates away from 10,000 completed Rika fates here. I'm actually excited to reach the 10,000 fate mark, because I don't think anybody else has done it yet. And we're doing it on here in the Daily Nipah. This is a Daily Nipah number 38, by the way. Alright. YouTubers, enjoy that Daily Nipah. We're going to be doing some UFO 50 today, some possible speedrunning or cherry grabbing. We'll see. Until then, positive vibes, y'all. Please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that very well. And make sure to download the game yourself up here. Rika Fruta. That's not the name of the link. Socksmakepeoplesexy.itch.io. You can get Rika Fruta and find your fates number today. Plus, there's several other video games down there that Holly has made that are fantastic. Until then, have a wonderful night.